Assalamu alaikum, this is Umar Kamal from my YouTube channel, and with part 7 of entrepreneurship and business startup. And Alhamdulillah, I got sold out today and I'm on my way back from my biryani selling point in F7 Markaz, F7 Jinnah supermarket in fact. So today I am going to tell you something very interesting about entrepreneurship, business startup, and this phenomena, this concept applies on business management, this applies on project management, this applies on sales, this applies on marketing, this applies on fundraising as well. So a lot can be extracted out of one concept, and this is ownership grid. In fact, when I was writing it, I never knew that this can cover all these areas. It can even cover customer relationship management as well. I was not aware of the fact that it is something my Allah has blessed me with beauty of managing lots of things, but you have to follow the principles in letter and spirit. The ownership grid is so beautiful that it will not only enhance your capacity to perform well, it will open lots of other opportunities for you as well. It will enable you to overcome all your business, all your professional issues, provided it's been followed. The ownership grid starts in a vertical triangle, and the outcome or the output, like I've earlier mentioned, it can be business management, it can be project management, it can be startup, it can be entrepreneurship, it can be sales and marketing, it can be customer relationship management, and it can be fundraising as well. Now, the most important part from where ownership grid start is you, me, you. You have to own yourself. When it starts with you, not only have to own yourself, you have to evaluate your capacity, you have to evaluate your skill set, you have to evaluate your aptitude and attitude as well. You have to upgrade yourself if you wish to start something new and you don't have adequate knowledge and information about it. Train yourself. For a hands-on example, while I was standing in I-8 Markaz, lots of people used to come to me to seek the free consultation which I offer with a biryani box. Lots of individuals, families have come to get my guidance and consultation to start a restaurant. Since I have a hands-on experience of doing a restaurant and food business, I would refer to a family who came to me. A lady came to me with her children, a young boy. She said that he wants to open a restaurant, a fast food restaurant, and there are 13 to 14 items of food items which he wishes to start, which included burgers, which included tacos and pizzas and all that, and a coffee shop as well. I inquired how much funds or resources they have allocated for this venture. They said it's almost 10 million. The next question was, how much time do you want me to predict that this will be a flop? Kya matlab? Then I asked the boy who wanted to open a restaurant, do you know how to make any one of the food item you want to introduce? He said, no, I have talked to different people, I've hired chef, I've hired a manager, I've hired this, and I have hired waiters and all that. उसने अभी काम शुरू नहीं किया लेकिन टीम आइडेंटिफाई कर दी थी. मैंने कहा एक्सीलेंट हो गया. So you don't know anything about cooking. You don't know anything what ingredients would you be requiring, how much you would be requiring, how much they cost, what is going to be the cost of a product you will make, and at what price you will be selling and what margin you will be earning. He had no idea about it. He said, ये तो accounts वाला देखेगा, ये तो purchase वाला देखेगा ना. I laughed. मैंने कहा जी 6 महीने के अंदर आपका ये करोड़ रुपया डूब जाएगा. उन्होंने कहा जी क्यों? The reason is the gentleman didn't knew anything about cooking. So what I guided him, and now they have a restaurant. ये कुछ 4-5 महीने की पहले की बात है. मैंने कहा बेटा go and learn cooking. Learn how to make a burger. Learn how to make a pizza. Learn how to make a coffee. Learn how to make a tacos. Go find a place where you can learn all these things. Invest on yourself. Enhance your skill. Learn. Train yourself. So that when you hire a team, when you open a restaurant, you should be knowing on your fingertips what is required and how much it is required and what is it is going to cost you. And unless and until you are not aware of all these facts and figures, don't jump into any setup. So owning yourself means you need to own your capacity, your skills, your knowledge, and your experience as well. Then whatever business you will be starting, that will be a success. Otherwise, it will end up into a disaster. The second most important thing which falls at the second place in ownership grid is the organization. The company you want to establish or the company you want to extend your services for. You have to own that company. You can't say that this was a mistake or this is inappropriate or this can be better. No, not at all. You have to own the company. You have to own the work. You have to own the organization. After owning yourself, owning the organization or the company, then comes at the third place. And you cannot change the sequence of this grid. Because the moment you will change the sequence, the recipe would change, the outcome would definitely be not the same which is required. Third place comes for the environment, for the rules, for the regulations of that company or an organization. You have to own it as well. If you are not satisfied and you are the decision maker, change it for your own benefit, for the benefit of the organization, for the benefit of the company. But don't say this is not good and this is not working. If it's not working, change it. Bring in new things so that it can facilitate your work and you can get the desired output. Number 4 is very important because if you are not going to do a comprehensive research on it, if you don't have appropriate knowledge and information about it, of what? The fourth segment of the ownership grid is the market, is the competitors. You have to find and you have to set up benchmark for yourself. That is where you want to take your company or the product you want to sell. The quality and the standard has to be matched. It has to be within the market, through the market. And you can only have this information if you will know who else is doing the same thing, who else is selling the same product, how many companies, how many regions, how many countries and how many cities are providing the same, or how many individuals are providing the same services you wish to start with, or the same product you wish to start with. So studying the market, studying the competitors will give you an edge to improve your product, to improve your services. Because if you are not able to see what is happening in the market and you start up something different or something new, there are chances that you will not be that much successful as you have dreamed of. So on number 4 market analysis and competitor analysis is very important. That is going to pave the way of your success, of your growth. Then comes the product, then come the services you want to offer. You have to redesign it, you have to make it worthy enough to be sold out in the market, to be acceptable in the market. Because once you have obtained all the knowledge which was required for your work or for your product, then you owned the company, then you made the appropriate rules, regulation and the appropriate team which falls into the company's environment. Then you studied the market, in fact. What is happening? Who is offering what? What is the price? What are they saving? What is the quality they are offering? When you will be having all those knowledge and information, you will be able to make your product worth enough. You will be able to make changes in your product, and you can be able to make your product sellable in the market. Then comes the most important part. You have covered yourself, the organization, the environment, the market, and you have designed a product. And then at sixth place, the comes is the beneficiary. Who is going to be the customer? Who is the beneficiary? You have to study that. You have to evaluate that. You have to do some homework on it. You have to do some research on it. You have to see what are the customer priorities. You have to see where are the customer clusters you're going to find. You have to identify the areas, the location, the geographical location, and the segment of your customers, where you will find customers, in which area you will find customers, which is the right place to launch the product, who is going to be your customer, and what they need. So when you will study and do a research and a comprehensive analysis on your beneficiaries or customers, that will be so beneficial for your marketing and sales that you cannot even calculate the benefit. And at the end, before not the least, in fact, that comes your marketing and sales strategy, branding, how you are going to market it, what strategies you are going to adopt, what medium you are going to adopt. And if you follow all these 7 steps, starting from owning yourself, the company, the environment, the market or the competitors, then the product, then the customers or the beneficiaries, and at the end you will design your marketing strategy accordingly, the outcome would be as expected. Stay tuned, tell your friends and in circle, log on to this channel, subscribe this channel for free wonderful information. Inshallah, I'll be uploading entrepreneurship startup Part-8 soon. अपनी दुआओं में याद रखिए, चैनल को सब्सक्राइब कीजिए. अल्लाह हाफिज, जज़ाकल्लाह खैर.